Hello everyone. This is not just an ordinary story. Today, we're going to follow the life of Heath Ledger, a famous Hollywood actor. From his childhood in Australia to becoming a worldwide star, his journey was full of passion, creativity, and unforgettable moments. We'll keep it simple and short, so it won't take much of your time. While listening, you'll also improve your English, your vocabulary, expressions, and conversation skills will get stronger. Stay with us and enjoy this inspiring story of Heath Ledger. Heath Ledger was born on April 4, 1979, in Perth, Australia. He grew up in a loving family with his parents and siblings. From a young age, Heath was very creative and full of energy. He loved drawing, music, and performing little plays at school. Even as a child, people noticed that Heath had a special way of expressing himself. He could make people laugh, feel surprised, or even curious about simple things. Sometimes, he would spend hours pretending to be different characters, using his imagination to create small stories with his friends. Heath's childhood was happy but also full of learning. He loved exploring new ideas and trying new things. These early experiences helped him become confident and curious, which later shaped his acting career. Even though he was just a kid, Heath had a strong sense of who he was. He was kind, playful, and always ready to try something new. His family and teachers saw that he was different in a good way. He had a spark that made him stand out. As a teenager, Heath Ledger discovered that he loved acting even more. In school, he joined the drama club and started performing in small plays. He loved being on stage and trying different roles. Acting gave him a way to show his feelings and imagination. Heath also had some unusual experiences as a teen. He liked exploring the world around him, sometimes going on little adventures with his friends. He would try new hobbies, meet different people, and even experiment with music and art. These experiences helped him understand life in a deeper way. Even though he was young, Heath was very focused on acting. He knew that he wanted to follow this path seriously. He spent a lot of time practicing lines, watching movies, and learning from every opportunity. Teachers and friends noticed his passion and dedication. Heath's teenage years were full of curiosity, fun, and learning. These years shaped his personality and made him ready for the challenges of a real acting career. He was brave, creative, and not afraid to try something different or unusual. After finishing school, Heath Ledger started acting in Australian TV shows and movies. His first roles were small, but they gave him experience and helped him learn about acting professionally. During this time, Heath had some unique and unusual experiences. On set, he often tried new ideas for his characters. Sometimes, he would explore the location or spend time alone to understand his role better. He wanted to bring something special to every part he played. Even though he was still young, Heath faced challenges. Acting in Australia was competitive, and he had to work hard to get noticed. He attended auditions, practiced a lot, and never gave up, even when he was rejected. These early experiences taught him discipline and creativity. They helped Heath prepare for bigger opportunities in Hollywood. He learned how to connect with people on screen and how to make each character feel real and interesting. By the end of this period, Heath was ready to take a big step. He had the skill, the passion, and the courage to leave Australia and try his luck in Hollywood, where dreams could become reality, but only if you were brave enough to follow them. Heath Ledger moved to Hollywood with big dreams and a lot of determination. At first, he faced many challenges. Acting in Hollywood was very competitive, and he had to prove himself. But his talent and dedication quickly got attention. His first big role in Hollywood was in the movie 10 Things I Hate About You. People loved his performance, and it made him famous. Heath showed that he could play both funny and serious characters with ease. After that, he took on more important roles. One of the most famous was in Brokeback Mountain. In this movie, Heath played a complex character with deep emotions. His acting was praised by critics and audiences worldwide. He even received awards and nominations for his amazing work. During this time, Heath had some unusual experiences on movie sets. He often studied his characters in a very deep way. He would spend hours thinking about their feelings, habits, and thoughts. This made his acting unique and realistic. Heath's Hollywood years showed the world that he was not just a young actor, but a true artist. He had the ability to bring characters to life in a way that was honest, emotional, and unforgettable. Heath Ledger was not only a talented actor, but also a kind and interesting person off-screen. He had close friends who loved his humor and gentle nature. Heath was also a loving father to his daughter, Matilda, and he cared deeply about his family. There were many things about Heath that people did not know. He loved art, music, and poetry. Sometimes, he would spend hours drawing or writing just for himself. He also enjoyed meeting new people and learning about different cultures. Life was not always easy for Heath. He faced stress and pressure from fame and the demands of acting. But he always tried to stay true to himself and his passions. He never wanted to lose the joy of creativity, even in the middle of a busy career. Heath's personal life showed that he was more than an actor. He was a creative soul, a caring father, and a man who wanted to live fully and deeply. These qualities made people respect him, love him, and remember him long after his movies were finished. One of the most famous and challenging roles of Heath Ledger's career was the Joker in The Dark Knight. Heath did not want to simply act as a typical villain, he wanted to bring the Joker to life in a way that was completely unique and unforgettable. Before filming, Heath spent weeks preparing in isolation. He kept a personal diary, where he wrote down the Joker's thoughts, ideas, and even dark jokes. He experimented with voices, laughs, and small movements that would make the character unpredictable and realistic. Heath wanted the Joker to feel alive, dangerous, but also strangely fascinating. Heath's dedication to this role reflected his personality off-screen. Like in his personal life, he was deeply curious, creative, and thoughtful. He observed people, studied emotions, and used his imagination to understand what made the Joker tick. He even slept very little during this time, focusing entirely on bringing authenticity to the character. On set, Heath would try different ways to interact with other actors, sometimes surprising them with unexpected actions or reactions to make scenes feel real. His co-stars often said working with him was both inspiring and intense. He pushed everyone to give their best performance. When The Dark Knight was released, Heath's performance amazed the world. Critics and fans praised his Joker as one of the most memorable villains ever seen in cinema. His portrayal was raw, emotional, and completely believable. This role not only showed Heath's extraordinary talent, but also his incredible commitment to art. It reflected his personal dedication, curiosity, and willingness to take risks, qualities that defined both his acting and his life. The Joker became a character that will be remembered forever, and Heath Ledger's work in this role remains a source of inspiration for actors everywhere. Tragically, Heath Ledger passed away on January 22, 2008, in New York City at the age of 28. The cause of his death was an accidental overdose of prescription medications. His sudden death shocked the world, and fans, friends, and family were devastated. Many people admired his talent, and losing him at such a young age felt like the world had lost a brilliant star too soon. Despite his early death, Heath's work continued to inspire people everywhere. His performance as the Joker in The Dark Knight earned him a posthumous Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor. Critics and audiences alike praised his ability to fully transform into a character, leaving a permanent mark on cinema history. Heath's life reminds us that true talent is about passion, dedication, and authenticity. He poured his heart into every role, studied characters deeply, and never shied away from taking creative risks. Off-screen, he was a loving father, a kind friend, and a thoughtful, curious person who explored life fully. Even years after his passing, Heath Ledger is remembered not only for his unforgettable movies but also for his unique personality, creativity, and artistic dedication. His legacy continues to inspire new generations of actors and fans, proving that his spirit and talent will never be forgotten. Thank you so much for listening to this story until the end. I hope you enjoyed learning about Heath Ledger's life. Through this story, you also practiced your English. Improving your listening, learning new words, and getting more comfortable with natural expressions. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to subscribe and join us for more inspiring stories and English learning. And remember, every story you hear brings you one step closer to fluency. See you in the next video.